Let's talk a little bit about travel then, since Visa is the place that everyone can go to get their travel and relocation questions answered. The first topic that I want to touch on is in terms of tech workers relocating or immigrating to new countries. And this is really a topical subject because of the way that COVID has changed how people are working together with tech teams, especially. More teams are going remote. Like our company, Paralect, wasn't talking about remote at all before the pandemic started, and now it's totally a part of our life, and a lot of people are doing it. So that opens up new opportunities for where people want to work from and who they want to work for. What does the situation look like now for people who want to immigrate, who have technical skills, or maybe they're digital nomads? What were the traditional destinations, and maybe there are new ones popping up on sort of a government level that they're trying to attract these workers to their countries?
What I can tell you from my perspective, that we have seen that almost in weekly basis, that new countries and new destinations, it's coming to the spot that was not an option before, and it's trying to offer incentives for remote workers and digital nomads. As you mentioned, the change and shifting after the pandemic have opened a kind of opportunities, and one of them, not just that I can continue to work in my company, but I can, instead of me sitting during, for example, the cold months in Denmark, I can move to a different place for 6 months where the weather will be much better and the food will be much better. So that kind of opportunities was not there before the pandemic. We have seen Portugal, we have seen also new destinations coming out of this, like Malta, Cyprus, and even destinations you can say will not be considered as a heaven for digital nomads. It's I've seen like a couple of YouTubers travel even to Lebanon, which is, you can say, it's not very familiar destination, but they have a very relaxed visa regime. Anyone can travel the country with the special passports, and also they can stay for up to 3 to 6 months depending on the nationality, and the amount of money they will spend during, because they have like the currency having a local problem, but this, when you see local problem, that could be benefit the international travelers, so they can spend as low money as they can, and they get a benefit from that spend, and they have so we have seen like a couple of new destinations was not expecting before. Even countries in Africa, I've seen a couple of my friends was thinking about staying in Zanzibar, which is part of and very near to Kenya. It's also in Ghana, people that especially from the US, if they have family or relations or even heritage in African countries, they think, why I don't give it a try with the technology and the offer I have now. I can stay for country for a couple of months, and if I like it, I can go back and forth. That these opportunities was not there before. I think what we have seen also, that government trying to relax the visa restrictions, especially for future of work or remote workers, where they will take the opportunities, and will add. This could replace the fast tourist. I mean, people will stay a couple of weeks and then they go. If you stay a couple of months, you spend into the country. You go and you rent apartment, or you use an Airbnb, and you invest it and you pay into the local economy. So that could be a one new way of generating revenues to emerging countries and frontier countries, what that was not available before the pandemic. And this will address a new legal challenges. Here at Visca, we're trying to solve it with new way of solving such problems.
Sure, yeah, and it seems like demand for tech workers is also at an all-time high. So people who are willing to change their job or want to change their job, or let's say their company switches to being sort of more remote friendly, they have a lot of options. I mean, I've even read about some digital nomads hanging out in Medellin in Colombia for last winter. And that's, you know, from a historical perspective, that's crazy. That used to be like one of the most dangerous cities in the world, not that many years ago. But now things are changing, and I guess as long as there's good internet connectivity, the world is open for those sorts of opportunities. Are there any other specific government programs that are really on the ball in terms of adapting to this new population of travelers, like slow travelers, people that actually want to set up and work for a couple months rather than simply tourists?
Yeah, we have seen two programs that have been gaining to popularity, which is Greece. Greece having an offer not just to remote workers, but even people would like to relocate, and they can pay a very special way of taxes that could be like a value added for them. It's not just going to Greece. They have the beach, they have the food, they have the low cost of living, but also if you reside your tax residency as residents in Greece, you can be benefit of new tax incentive. And this is new ways where government try to attract this kind of flow of people that will happen now and will increase during the coming couple of years. Another program is Croatia. Croatia is trying to have couple of cities, not the capital one, but trying to have cities, especially on the coast, where they can say this is like a nomad village. We have everything, remote workers and nomad travelers. We have a very good stable internet access. We have the facilities. We have access to Airbnbs, apartments and flat was flexible. And even if you would like to go and rent in the local market, we can give you like 12 months stay with a very relaxed visa regime. You can stay in the country, and if you would like to extend beyond the 12 months, we're happy to do those. So that kind of programs, and I think other countries also will copy such a way, not just in Europe, but also in Africa and Asia, where they will use this as a way of paying into the local economy.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's an interesting time to be able to do this and to travel. As Croatia sounds great. As winter sort of sets in or starts to creep in here in Belarus, I'm already thinking of somewhere warmer, just talking about this.